Here's a question. Is every new social media platform destined to wind up dead like MySpace or boring like Facebook or full of ads like Instagram? Why is it that every new social media platform has to make the exact same mistakes as the ones that came before it? Well, the short answer is that it has to do the same thing that most things have to do with. But the more thorough answer is that each of these platforms are at a different stage of what I like to call the social media life cycle, which goes like this. Stage 1, get users, as many of them as you can, as fast as you can. Make this platform the it place. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's on it. You can coast on your seed funding and VC backing for the moment, so making money is not necessarily a concern. Stage 2, peak popularity. This is the tipping point. All your friends on this platform, your parents are on this platform, maybe your grandparents are on this platform. It's almost guaranteed that if you post something on this platform, you'll get asked about it the next day. Most social media platforms never make it to this stage. Anyone remember Vero, House Party, Google+? There are hundreds, thousands of others that you've never heard of because they didn't make it. A current app that's in this stage of peak popularity is TikTok. Stage 3, the choice. This is where the priorities for the company itself start to change. The emphasis shifts from growth, because you already have everyone, to revenue. Your investors are starting to look for a return on their contribution, and so you have to make a choice. Either you introduce a paid account option that people will actually purchase, or focus on selling ads and adapting the platform to the needs of businesses who will pay big bucks for premium ad space and user data. Some current apps that are trying to introduce the paid tier are VSCO and Twitter. The jury is still technically out on these, but it's safe to say that neither of these platforms are going to be places that people are universally going to pay for. In the business world, if you're not willing to pay for a product, you become the product. That leaves us with Instagram, which is taking the other path of ads. Stage 4, the brand apocalypse. This is when brands take over the app. You see less and less of your friends' posts and more of brands. You see less of what you wanted to see and more of what the platform thinks you want to see. You start to feel like maybe this platform doesn't want to retain users, they just want to maintain revenue. These late stage apps tend more to be about absorbing your time and money than providing value for you. The obvious example of this is Facebook, whose mission is giving people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. Doesn't really sound like the Facebook I know. Although I will say the one thing Facebook did well that no one's ever been able to replicate is Facebook groups. No, Instagram, I'm not going to join your broadcast channel. Let's look back at the mission statements from each of these companies. Do you see some common threads? Authenticity, creativity, community? All things that have suspiciously little to do with corporate brands by definition. Yet they end up being the main players in all of these late stage social media platforms. No one wants brands blending in with their friends. Except maybe the Wendy's Twitter account. That was kind of funny for a couple years. But so help me, the day that my phone provider starts trying to be real with me? But the fact of the matter is, that day will come. Probably. No matter how much we beg for the chronological Instagram feed of photos back, we're only going to get more sponsored content, more Instagram shopping, and more Facebook dating. That's just the social media life cycle. Unless we all decide to start paying for social media platforms, or better yet, get rid of them altogether, new social media platforms are going to continue popping up, promising new and exciting ways to communicate with your friends, but will inevitably give way at the peak of their popularity to the brand apocalypse.
Want a break from the ads?
And if you plan to continue using social media in this age of addictive algorithms, especially now that we have artificial intelligence creating that content specifically to you, you're going to want to watch this video to learn how to protect yourself from all the new dangers that combination creates.